Meet the Burke family. Lisa and her husband Tony live in Northampton with their 3 kids, Claire, 16, Simon, 15 and Gemma, 14. Meet the Timmins family. Nancy and her partner Vinnie live in Liverpool with their 4 kids, Tony, 13, David, 11, Emily, 5 and Aaron, 3. The 2 women have agreed to swap homes, partners and children for 2 weeks to find out what they can learn about themselves and each other.
Who locked me out?
I feel like they're playing games with me emotionally at the minute.
What's it like when a high-powered businesswoman is pushed over the edge by a 5-year-old?
Do you want to see me get angry?
Yeah.
Really angry?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you won't want to see it.
How does it feel when you're rejected as a mother?
I'm not used to being in the room then. Walk out the room.
I was respected as a managing director and certainly not respected as a mother.
And what happens when you have to choose between money or the kids?
You really are self-obsessed. The whole thing that matters to you is money.
I'd rather be all those things than a lazy slob that isn't prepared to get off my arse and show my kids a good example.
38-year-old Lisa Burke has always been ambitious.
When I was a teenager, I decided that by the time I was 30, I wanted to be a millionaire. And I made it.
She's the managing director of her own company, selling aromatherapy products worldwide.
I set up the business 15 years ago. I had 3 children under 3. We're now in 8 countries, multi-million-pound turnover business.
Husband of 20 years, Tony, also works for the family business, but he doesn't quite share Lisa's enthusiasm.
Tony, I need to talk to you. Yeah.
She's a workaholic and she's constantly on the go and she just never gives it a rest. And she expects everybody else to be the same, which is difficult when you're not. She'll be there with a laptop all hours. When we're in bed, she wakes me up with ideas and I usually say, oh, go away, or you're balmy.
15-year-old Simon works for his mum in the school holidays and shares her passion for business.
I would love to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. I want a lot out of life. I don't want to sit back and let everything sort of just happen.
Can you ring her tomorrow then?
With 3 members of the family working for the business, it's hard to leave work at the office.
The business gets my nerves because it's talking about 24/7. But I know it's for a good reason. Maybe it's a bit selfish of me to say it gets on my nerves.
Being an international businesswoman is what motivates Lisa, not housework. So she employs 2 au pairs full-time to run the family home, swimming pool and dance studio.
We usually clean the house and tidy up. I am usually washing and ironing because there's lots of clothes.
The children have benefited in untold ways. It's a nice lifestyle and they know that there's been sacrifices that have had to be made for it.
But working a 90-hour week comes at a price.
I've never known my mum to be in and cook me dinner, even get me dressed. My mum never got me ready.
But Lisa has no regrets about the life she's chosen.
If I had my time again, I'd do it all again. The only time I've ever been at home was 3 weeks when I was pregnant with Claire, and I hoovered the house about 3 times a day. I baked about 6 cakes a day.
If she hasn't got work to take some of her energy away, then she uses it in other ways. And it's hard work for anybody living with her.
Life couldn't be more different for 35-year-old Nancy Caldwell, who lives on a council estate in Liverpool with her partner Vinnie Timmins and their 4 kids.
There's never a dull moment. It's packed with excitement. I absolutely love spending time with my kids. They're my reason for living, basically.
Nancy's a full-time housewife and mum and hasn't worked since her eldest child, Tony, was born 13 years ago.
I made a sort of conscious decision that I was going to play a full part in their upbringing.
I do like the fact that my mum doesn't work because she has a lot more time to spend with the kids. She plays with us on trampoline nearly every day.
I think that working mums are quite selfish people. You can have children and then go on to have a career. I don't think that you can have the 2. I don't think it works. See you later, love.
Whilst Nancy hasn't had a job for the past 13 years, Vinnie's worked as a housing officer for the past 8 years.
There's no great scope for any kind of promotion or anything, so I'm sort of stuck in a bit of a rut. I'm 36, so I think I've missed the boat in a lot of ways, to be honest.
Vinnie might accept his lot in life, but Tony and David think he could do more with his degree.
He could get a better job because of all his degrees and whatever, A's and O's. But he doesn't when he should.
He's such a sort of artistic person as well, Vinnie. I mean, he's a real good photographer. And I think somewhere down the line, he talked about wanting to set up his own freelance photography and stuff like that. Just don't know whether he's got the confidence.
And even though money is tight, family fun is the #1 priority in the Timmins house.
Money's not everything, whereas family really is.
It's the day of the swap, and the two wives are preparing to leave.
My favourite cream jacket, I love that.
I'm packing just basically my normal clothes, trackies, trainers. Love you, be good.
The wives are leaving home for 2 weeks, and they've agreed to have no contact with their families during that time.
My first thoughts are rural.
The worst thing you could take me to is somewhere that's dirty.
Before they meet their new families, Lisa and Nancy have a chance to explore their new homes.
Oh my God, it's absolutely massive. She's going to be gutted when she gets to my house.
I've got what I was most dreading. I want to go home.
If this is how it's kept, it's so spotless and everything's in its place.
The doors are absolutely filthy.
The place is absolutely spotless. I mean, it's unbelievably clean. So somebody's maybe quite an obsessive cleaner and spends hours, or they've got a cleaner.
Lots of toys, lots of mess. But then that's what kids are about, isn't it? I don't know that I can stay here. I don't know what I'm going to do.
The certificates seem to have more pride of place than the photos of her kids. That's the most amazing thing that woman's ever done in her life, and it seems to take second place. My kids are my best achievement, without any shadow of a doubt. Yeah, a businesswoman. Quite a successful one, but to the detriment of time spent with her kids, absolutely.
Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their homes.
My life revolves around work, but work doesn't stop just because I'm at home. Running the business is a full-time job, and it's hard to drag yourself away from it when it's your baby. I'm gobsmacked. This woman's got 3 children. Wow.
As far as I'm concerned, the role of a woman with children is to look after them when they're young. Oh, she's going to hate me.
For the last 10 years, we've had au pairs who live on the grounds of our house. Oh, God.
I think Vinnie is wasted. He's a keen photographer. He has a degree, but he only earns $14,000. They could probably easily, between them, be doubling the family's income with not very much effort.
When we do all get together to eat, the girls really resent us talking about work. Claire thinks our lives revolve around work. Well, bloody hell, you don't have to be Einstein to work that out.
It's finally time for the two wives to meet their new families.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
My name's Vinnie.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Hello, Tony.
Nice to meet you, I'm Nancy. I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
As you can tell, it's quite small, but it's quite loud.
I thought that possibly I might get a family like yours because I have my own business.
What does your husband do?
He's in the company too.
Oh, so you took him on as well?
I am quite hands-on and like to sort of just keep my finger on the pulse all the time. Even when I go on holiday, I'll take my laptop with me like that. Where we've got a niche is the direct sales part, but what we do is we're selling the product.
Seems okay, friendly enough. But I'm trying to get off the subject of shows and business, but that's all seems to be talking about all the time.
He's a lot more pleasant than I thought he was going to be.
I can't really see any major problems, but that could come back and bite me, couldn't it?
Wow, you've done that before, haven't you?
In Northampton, Nancy's learning very quickly that work is the #1 topic of conversation in the Burke house.
Do you go work?
I don't work, no. I haven't worked for about 13 years.
You don't feel you missed out on your own development, just staying at home?
No, I chose to stay at home.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to sort of reap the benefits of motherhood.
And the phone goes.
rings every time we sit down.
For me?
Having to leave the business.
Hello? It is, yeah. I was just confirming my meeting for tomorrow morning.
All right. I mean, that's fairly typical what happens in the house. The phone will probably go, even during dinner time, 2 or 3 times. At dinner, the girls are going mad because we're talking about me, Lisa and Simon talking about business and they don't want to. That's just the way life is. The business is quite a big part of our life.
Yeah. I mean, I saw that as sort of...
Nancy, it's dying again.
I noticed at the dinner table tonight that even the dinner was very structured and everything was about business. And there just seems to be nothing beyond the business in this house. Like nothing else is important.
Back in Liverpool, businesswoman Lisa is determined to roll up her sleeves and get stuck into the Timmins house.
Cat food here. Just disgusting. Oh my God. I can smell something. I think the cat's done something somewhere. Oh, is it in the tray? Oh my God. Sit down for a minute.
It's all getting too much for Lisa.
I can't do this. I've got to go home. I can't do it. I can't. I feel so weak to say this because I thought I could handle anything, but I can't do this. It's the filth. I can't take the filth.
It's day 2 of the swap, and in Northampton, Nancy meets 2 important members of the Burke household. The au pairs.
Nice to meet you. I'm the new Lisa. Well, basically, I'm just sorting me dirty washing out. Because the au pairs are washing. God, every fibre of me is screaming to go and put it in the washing machine.
While Nancy struggles with having the au pairs, in Liverpool, Lisa gets to grips with not having them and sets herself a target to get the house clean.
I feel my sort of fighting spirit's coming out of me. The only thing that's going around in my head now is this has to be done, and I just want to get on and do it.
How the mighty fall, eh?
You can actually smell the grease in this kitchen. I actually can't wait to have a conversation with him about the cleaning process in this house. Ow! Oh God, look at that.
When Vinnie and the kids arrive home, Lisa wants them to know exactly how hard she's worked.
Do you see what I did for you, what I gave up for you today?
With your nails? Oh well.
Look, all my beautiful nails are gone.
You can't just spend one afternoon in this house and expect to get a spick and span. It's a lot harder than that. And also the fingernails all got bleached off. So, there you go.
Yeah, I've worked so hard today and they obviously not appreciated how hard I've worked.
While Lisa adjusts to a domestic life, in Northampton, Nancy settles in for her first day at the office in 13 years.
You're fine.
And her first job as head of a multi-million-pound company is to advise a manager on how to boost sales.
And it's just, I guess the unusual methods are the best, and it's just trying to think of
the unusual methods, yeah. So, Kim, are you part of any church groups or anything like that? Do you attend the church?
No, I don't.
You don't, no. I just feel because I'm getting a bit stuck now. Bye-bye. Bye. Ooh, that was scary. Oh, God. What a complete show myself. It's just completely alien to me, and it's not something that drives me. It doesn't put the fire in my belly. I just really don't have the mindset. I never have had. I don't think I'm ambitious enough.
Over in Liverpool, managing director Lisa's not getting any job satisfaction from being a stay-at-home mum, and she wants Vinnie to know why.
I just need you to know that I was on the point of wanting to go home yesterday, solely based on the way the house is kept.
Do you mean how it's run or the way it is?
No, I mean, I actually thought it was dirty.
Well, I wouldn't say it was an absolute, cesspit.
But the fact is, I've got to live in here for 8 days and I couldn't live in it, Have you ever thought of moving out into a more rural area?
Yeah, of course we have. So,
Where would you consider going?
The latest, for me, it's got the lot. It's got everything.
Have you looked into moving there and you just...
Yeah, we looked in, but prices just put you off. But I'm going to have to do something, basically, because I'm just stuck in a big rut at the moment.
Yeah.
To walk into someone's house and say, oh, I had to walk out, or I nearly walked out because I thought it was the most filthy thing going. I think that's a bit high-handed attitude.
He has got some ambition deep down there. He's sort of a bit afraid of sort of showing it and connecting with it.
Next morning in Northampton, and the staff have been waiting for 20 minutes for their weekly meeting. But there's no sign of their new MD.
What time is it? Oh dear. Well, I have a staff meeting at 9:30 today, and it's now 10 to 10. It looks like I've missed that. I'm still gonna get slapped. Oh wonder who that's for. Yes, good morning, Julie. I'm coming in very shortly. I slept in this morning. I haven't slept in for years. I'm sure the world won't crumble because I've missed a staff meeting.
Nancy finally rolls up to work an hour and a half late, and she couldn't care less.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Have a lie-in?
I absolutely did, yeah. Morning, everybody. Morning. Meeting this morning about the new computerised system that we put in place. We thought it'd be good for productivity. What's actually happened as a result of that is that we have cut delivery times down from 7 days to 3 days. Because I'm not a managing director, my mindset would be to walk into that room and sit down in amongst them and chat. I wouldn't stand there in a suit with a board. I just don't like formality and I never have. It's alien, I find it hard. I'd rather be at home with the kids, that's for sure.
Back in Liverpool, with Vinnie at work, Lisa's got her first full day alone with the 4 kids, and she wants to include them in her latest project.
What I'm going to do is get all the children involved in the cleaning activities today. David, Tony, could you help with these clothes, please?
It's not what Nancy would do, but Lisa's used to having a workforce.
I don't really agree with how much chores she's making us do. My mum would have either sent us on trampoline so we could have fun, or would have sent us out and she would have been doing all this what Lisa's doing now. So no, I don't really agree with what she's making us do. What's wrong with you? She's making us do all these chores and everything, isn't she? I know. I only just got up. She's expecting me to do jobs. And she's making the little and scrub the doors. I mean, one's 3 and the other's 5. What's going on? I'm not like one of the Opez's who's learning English off her to do everything in her house. I know. And then scrub the walls. And I was like, I don't want to. I know. But I can't say that. You can. It's your rule. It's Mum's rules. You can say no to her if you want.
Lisa's got no idea she's got a strike on her hands.
OK, as soon as it's dry, I'm going to ask you to come back in and help me with the shoes. Is that OK?
No, we want about half an hour on the trampoline on our own.
Well, I need you to help me with the shoes, please.
Well, it's my mum's rules and we don't really want to. We want to go on tempo.
Well, that's not really good enough. I feel a bit disappointed because I did feel that I was sort of getting them on my side. I felt like they were quite excited at the prospect of us all as a team, sort of at the moment I'm on a bit of a low.
While Lisa struggles with the boys' rebellion, her 15-year-old son Simon briefs Nancy on a presentation she's about to front.
So it's talking about you do your personal sales.
Yeah.
But then when other people are doing their personal sales and you're earning off of them.
Right.
Yes. And the easiest way to do that is to keep everything simple.
Right. I've never known a 15-year-old want to be so absorbed in work. I don't know, I just find it absolutely ridiculous. Really, I think the problem is he's forgotten how to have fun.
Just before the meeting starts, Tony gives Nancy some last-minute advice on the company philosophy.
This is really important. You've got to get over how good the company is, what we develop, what we do, how natural we are, and how family-oriented we are. You've just got to get there and sell it.
And that's up to me to get that across.
And that's up to you to get across. You've got to get that across.
I'll give it a shot then.
OK. Good luck.
All right, thanks.
See you later.
Bye. Gemma's just come into the meeting, yeah. You wouldn't really expect a 14-year-old girl to be at a recruitment drive. Good afternoon, everybody. We promote family values. It's important to us. But we can also offer you a fantastic income with time to spare. So now I'd like you all to sign yourself up and get yourself on board, and we'll all start working together and we'll have a wonderful time. Thank you very much. It's just ridiculous. Everything's a selling ploy. Everything. The children are a selling ploy. Everything that they do and every way they conduct their lives is just a selling point. But I really think, though, that inside the family home and when you break the barriers down and you get inside that, they're not actually like that.
Whilst Lisa freshens up after a day's cleaning, Vinnie arrives home and can't wait to hear what his kids have been up to.
Lads, what have you done today, Lisa?
Nothing really.
So nothing with her, that's all?
She's treated us like Opez's without the pay.
Tomorrow, don't do anything that he tells you. I'm not saying be horrible to her. Do nothing, OK?
You do the same. You're not supposed to be doing chores at all. You do what happens when your mum's here, which is nothing, OK? I think today, from what I've just heard, I think basically she's been totally out of order. She's just doing whatever the fuck she feels like, you know what I mean? But I want to go chat with her after. Because I'll tell her a few things, you know what I mean, which I think she should be doing, which she plainly is not doing. Now getting the lads to do stuff, that wasn't on.
In Northampton, Nancy's struggling to understand why Lisa works so hard when the family already have so much.
Don't you feel now, I've seen your business today, I've seen how successful it is. I see absolutely no reason why Lisa has to take on such a head-on, full-on role. She could be at home. No, this is my opinion, and I'll tell you my opinion. She could be at home with you.
She's a driven woman. She's very determined.
To the detriment of her kids.
No, my family know exactly where they come in my life, and they know where the business comes. And they know the same with their mother.
I just don't think family values are, I think business values are more important to you, Tony, than family values.
It's not true.
If Dad thought that the business values were bigger than the family values, why are we all sitting here defending Mum and Dad?
You said to me yesterday that you would like to spend more time with your mum.
When?
Yesterday.
If I went to your house. What?
At the dinner table, you said that you wish sometimes you spent more time with your mum.
Yeah.
I don't think at all that Mum's missed out on our childhood.
So I've been duped really then, that's what you're telling me. I've been completely duped, and it's really not true that your mum spends no time with you lot.
She doesn't spend her time with us. Never. Oh my God.
No, she does spend time with us.
We actually go to work and say we were having a great time. We love work.
I'm not going to sit there letting her slag our family off when I'm being really nice to her and not saying anything about her family.
What's pissed me off is I feel like I've been really truthful, and I feel like they're all lying to me because I get told different things when they're not together with the family.
It's bedtime in Liverpool, and Vinnie picks his moment to confront Lisa about making the kids do chores.
So how did the kids get on tonight?
Well, actually, they're a bit annoyed, to be honest.
Are they?
Yeah, they were a bit annoyed, especially the lads. The lads were pretty annoyed. They reckon that, you know, you've asked them to do all kinds of little jobs around the house, folding and stuff.
Yeah, I asked them to fold one load of washing and...
But you don't normally do that, you know. I'd appreciate it if you don't get them to do anything. Now, Tony David actually said he didn't spend any time with them at all today.
It's unbelievable.
I don't think it is.
It is.
And also, I don't think you interact that much with the kids anyway.
Well, you've got it all wrong, I can assure you.
No, I think we've got it all right. At least can we just stick to what Nancy normally does in the rules tomorrow?
Just quite shocked to find what he had to say to me. And I'm sort of really hurt and upset about it at the moment.
It's the next morning and the day before rule change, and with Vinnie at work, Lisa's parenting skills are being tested to the limit as the kids have friends over.
Come on, Aaron, come on, in here. We've got conference. Tony, you're going to end up without any dinner at this rate. Don't do that, please, you just hurt my foot. Okay, next thing, chips. Is waffles better than chips? How many of you like waffles? How many people like waffles? Come on, it's not really that hard. I'm going to cook for you. I'm not asking you to do anything else other than put your hand up. I haven't got a clue on who wants what, because I've tried for about 10-15 minutes to reason with them, and I'm getting grind down with it all.
With Lisa still more interested in cleaning than playing, she's not doing what Nancy would. And the kids are getting bored.
Lisa hasn't been on the trampoline yet, no. We asked her about half an hour ago to come on, she didn't. I'm going to shout at her right now, and if she doesn't... Lisa! Lisa! Okay, I'll let go.
I think I can get up there without a stool.
But Lisa's not fun enough for 5-year-old Emily, who has her own way of spicing things up.
Who locked me out? Emily, come on, please unlock the door. Emily, I'm going to get angry with you in a minute if you don't come to the door. Emily, will you please come to the door?
All right.
Thank you. No, Emily, no, this is not funny anymore. Do you want to see me get angry?
Yeah.
Really angry?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you won't want to see it. No, stop laughing because it's not funny.
I laughed Lisa out for a bit of fun. But I said sorry to her in the end. Now she's a bit angry with me.
It's the mental stuff that always gets to me.
feel like they're playing games with me emotionally at the minute. I know it's rule change tomorrow, but I'm not sure that my rules are going to do enough. Because whatever I do, they're still going to be fundamentally out of control, I think. I could never do this full time. I'd be in a mental home by now. It would just drive me crazy.
It's rule change day, and both wives are keen to make their mark.
I'm so ready to show this family what their potential is.
My rule change, my way of doing things.
The families are back, and it's time for the wives to lay down their new rules.
This house isn't a house, it's a business. For the next week, you'll have to spend time together and learn what being a close family is all about.
Vinnie, I think you're stuck in a rut. So this week, I'm going to attempt to show you how the other half live. I've got you an additional job. You're going to be, wait for it, an estate agent. And it's going to bring a lot more money into the family.
As the boss of my own business, I'm going to sack myself. On the ground, I need to spend more time with you, my kids.
I'm sick of being at home wasting my talents. So I've got myself a job, starting tomorrow.
All talk about work is banned. If anyone talks about the business, they will be punished. And they will have to do a forfeit decided by me.
Now that we both have full-time jobs, we're going to need childcare. So I've employed an au pair.
I've fired the au pairs, as we can manage without outside help. This family doesn't need employees, it needs a mum.
Vinnie, I want you to realise your potential as a photographer. I want you to take some photos of Liverpool and I'm going to sell them.
All right, so I'll give it a go.
Simon, you are 15, going on 50. Get rid of the suit, because you're fired.
I've got deadlines that need to be met for Friday.
And I just want to summarise it with one little thought. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And that's my message going out of here.
I mean, come on, we're talking American psycho babble here, you know what I mean? If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. That is shite, isn't it? Absolutely. I mean, look, I wipe my ass, right, on that. That's what I do.
Over in Northampton, Tony's disappointed that Nancy has given up on work completely.
I mean, I wouldn't say just, I'm only going to work 3 hours a day at the business or 2 hours a day, but to go in and do something, to achieve something each day, besides being a housewife. I honestly think she's got the intelligence to do something with herself, and she chooses not to, and she chooses to use her children as the excuse for not to do it.
Workaholic 15-year-old Simon is ignoring Nancy's rules completely.
It's a ridiculous rule at the end of the day. It's just not going to work. I mean, I'm all up for a laugh and I'm all up for messing about for the next 3 days, but I've got deadlines to meet and I'm not going to stop that.
I knew 155 million% that there was going to be loads of rebellion. I'm convinced by the end of this it's not going to have changed any opinions. But sod it, I tried.
In the Timmins house, Lisa's managed to get a reluctant Vinnie into a suit she's brought for his new job.
Would you buy a house off this, man?
Do they look brilliant?
Yeah, you look like a proper businessman. Hi, Vince.
What was your name again?
How do you do? My name is very posh.
Meanwhile, in Northampton, Nancy's on a mission to make the Burks enjoy some quality time together, without mentioning work.
Should we have a quick game of charades or something? Just to round the night off.
You can start.
Right, you ready?
Film. Book.
But the family don't share Nancy's enthusiasm for fun and games.
Simon, why didn't you do a charade?
I was shattered.
You should have loads of energy at 15. Loads.
Have you done all them leaflets things?
What are we talking about now?
Just about something.
Gemma's the first to mention work, and under Nancy's reign, that means a forfeit.
Tape up your mouth for the next 20 minutes.
Oh, yes.
Definitely went for it. So
Yeah. Oh, you will be.
Gemma, it's a forfeit.
It's only the first night of Nancy's new regime, and things aren't going to plan.
I just know that the night I had tonight, my family would have really enjoyed. I felt like, why fucking bother? And it just made me feel more like I really want to go home.
It's the next morning in Liverpool, and Lisa's saviour arrives in the form of the new au pair.
Hi. Thank God you're here. I've never been more pleased to see anybody in my life.
I'll put this in here. Can I mix it? Emily can have a little mix first.
Leaving the kids in someone else's hands, Lisa's back where she belongs.
I'm really feeling at home here. This is what I love to do. Got a sale. Okay, we're on a roll now.
But in Northampton, 15-year-old Simon's finding unemployment tough.
I'm doing nothing. Bored.
Something like 9 million days in to this, and I still feel like a complete outcast in the house. I'm sick of trying to please people who don't want to be pleased. It's not like I'm asking, anything that might be abhorrent. I'm trying to bring a bit of fun. It just doesn't seem appreciated.
In Liverpool, Vinnie's home from work.
Hello, everyone.
But he's only got time for a quick change before he needs to leave for his second job as an estate agent.
The fact that I've only seen the kids for a matter of minutes doesn't particularly impress me. I don't particularly agree coming in and going back out. Just in the pursuit, just for money. And chasing money and chasing your pot of gold doesn't mean a thing to me. And you can get dressed up until you're blue in the face, but it's one aside that counts.
Dad, when they come back again, we stay home.
Yeah, promise.
Vinnie will earn £50 for every flat he lets out. And Lisa's desperate for him to see how easy it is to make extra money.
This is actually one of your bedrooms.
Right, okay. Big side.
It is, isn't it? That's some good times, isn't it? No, I'm just basically chasing 50 quid here. Right, so I'm away from the kids, right, for hours on end. I mean, even Emily got upset before. Why did I have to go back out? That's not worth 50 quid. It ain't that important.
In Northampton, Nancy's reached breaking point and decides to confront the Burks about their treatment of her and the new rules.
It's been the way for a little while with the rule change. Sometimes I feel like it's sort of a banging my head against a brick wall. At the end of the day, really, in fairness, these are my rules. It's what we do in our house.
My argument is that you could have a better standard of living if you went out and worked.
And if I'm bringing 4 productive members of society up to be well balanced, I don't think that I need to push myself into an intelligent job to suit everybody else when the job I'm doing at the minute is the thing that makes me and my kids the happiest.
Mum started a business when I was 3, Simon was 2 and Gemma was 1. If Mum can do that, why do you think you can?
Because I don't want to. I'd rather spend the time with the kids. I don't want to chew all that time and resource into...
It sounds like you're using the kids as an excuse. Because you could do that. You've got the intelligence to do it.
Right, you see before you what you get with me. What have I done that badly wrong?
We're not ganging
no,
up
you
on
absolutely you are, and it happens all the time. And I'm fucked in my own house if I'd take them ganging up on me. I'm not used to being
Go out the room then. Walk out the room.
Look, I just fight a losing battle. I really do, and what's the point? I was respected as a managing director and certainly not respected as a mother. And they absolutely see me as more worthless than them. Let them live with their delusion. That's what I say. Because I can't wait to get back to my happy, skinned, stable family.
In Liverpool, Vinnie and Lisa arrive home late from Vinnie's second job, and Emily's still upset.
Emily? What's up, Em? All right, just give me a few minutes to get my shoes off.
Vinnie is definitely using this whole kid situation as an excuse. Of course everybody is going to say, oh, poor Vinnie, oh, he's such a great dad, and oh, it's really noble of him wanting to come home from work and spend this time with his kids, and da-di-da-di-da, and look at that hard-faced bitch who's spent, the last 15 years not knowing her kids. And it's just really, really unfair.
In Northampton, the Burks have had a private family meeting, and by the time Nancy rejoins them, they've had a change of heart.
I am a brutally honest person. With me, what you've seen is what you've got. But I don't feel that that's the case in here, not at all.
You really think I've been cold and not accepting of you and not trying
no, in fact, no,
to
I
make
think,
you feel happy and,
I think you've accommodated me, Simon, but I don't think that you really sort of care for me 2 ways either way.
Do you? Well, I apologise if I've made you feel,
No, now I feel quite bad saying it.
I mean, what you've said tonight is sort of said to me maybe that I don't portray my feelings as well as I could.
probably you feel like we've all ganged up on you.
Yeah.
Maybe I should show that how much I care because I actually do care for you.
I'd like to spend time with Mem when she hasn't got so much stuff on her mind.
Great. I mean, that makes me feel so much better now as well.
That's taken 5-6 days, if you like, to get to the point where we feel, OK, perhaps we have done things wrong and we're not doing things as would be best. And there is other ways of doing it. But then you've got to admit that what we were doing was wrong, and that's the hard thing. It got very heated. It got very one-sided, that we were all shutting down, I think. However, later we managed to get it calmed down again, and actually there was some good things come out of that, proving there was some movement in both sides, and that we did actually understand some of the things she was trying to get across to us.
Next morning, and Lisa's dying to know if Vinnie will go to work at the estate agents tonight.
So, what's the plan for today?
I don't know, cool, to be honest.
You are kidding me.
It's for the sake of 50 quid. I'll have 50 quid somewhere else, but I ain't doing it tonight.
But Vinnie, I've got you that job. You can't just not go.
Well, you know. It's, to be honest, it's not fair on the kids, though, is it?
Don't tell me that, Vinnie. Don't tell me that it's all about your kids, because it's not all about your kids. It's actually all about that you're not motivated,
it's
you're
all about
lazy.
you.
Don't walk off, Vinnie, because you know what? Do you know what? I'm going to bloody go and do it, because I'm not letting those kids down.
You really are self-obsessed. It's the same old boring crap all the time. Business, business, business. Me,
do you know
me,
why
me.
it's boring crap
You're
to
the
you?
most vain person I have ever met. You're just full of yourself. The whole thing that matters to you is money, not
Do you know what? I'd rather be all those things than a lazy slob that isn't prepared to get off my arse and show my kids a good example. You told me you wanted to get out of this rut, so I thought, right, do you know what? I'm going to go into that family, I'm going to roll my sleeves up and I'm going to show them that they can get a different life with work ethic. And then all I've done is I've just had it shoved right back in my face. And do you know what? I've had it. I've just had it. I've had it.
Big deal.
I've had it. I'm finished. I'm absolutely finished. Just keeping out of my way.
She's got me down as some lazy slob who doesn't do anything for the kids. I've got her down as a vain, self-obsessed, bloody money-minded individual. So basically, she's no better than me, and she's done nothing since she's been here. It's just arrogance.
What he's proved to me is he may well want it, but he's not bloody prepared to do what it takes to get it. And I think that's really, really, really appallingly disgusting.
While Lisa's regime crumbles around her, in Northampton, with the air cleared after last night, the Burke kids are loving spending time with their stay-at-home mum.
How better than a hammock in the rain?
As the sun appears, so does Tony. But under Nancy's new rules, he's 1 hour late home from work.
Hello, Tony!
Oh, my God.
Oh, I see, Tony. He's late home from work. 1 hour west, Tony.
Delay with the Americans.
So Nancy and Simon dish out a cartwheel as Tony's forfeit.
Yay!
Well, that's all right. You don't worry about you injuring your own father.
Oh, I really enjoyed that, Tony. I think today that I managed to inject a lot of Nancy into this house, and I think I created a lot of fun, and I think because of it, those around me created a lot of fun, and it was brilliant. Today I was the managing director of fun.
Zoom in, because that's the focal point.
In Liverpool, while Vinnie and the kids take photos, Lisa's out doing his estate agency job.
Well, first of all, we'll show you this ground floor property here.
I didn't go to the estate agents tonight. I've had a long day at work, and basically I didn't want to miss out on the kids for the second night running. I want to spend some time with my kids.
By the time Lisa arrives home from her second job of the day, she's in no mood to make small talk with Vinnie.
Evening.
I'm just disgusted with Vinnie. I think it's just outrageous. The family is in a rut. It could achieve more. The kids deserve more. I don't know, I'm just sick of it. I'm just so sick of it.
It's the last day of the swap, and Tony's got the day off work to spend time with the family.
So cool. Oh, wait! Oh!
Point in enjoyed the last couple of days where we've done some stuff that I would normally do, wouldn't have time to do because I feel I'm too busy. Well, actually, you should really make a bit of time for that.
I've actually learnt quite a lot from the Burke family. I have learnt that perhaps it's not too outlandish an idea to have a little bit of an ambition. And Tony, how old are you, Tony?
About 14.
In Liverpool, Lisa's got just one day left to make Vinnie realise his potential and is on a mission to sell his photos.
Excuse me, would you like to have a look at our photographs? I love that. Are you tempted?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah? It's just £12. I mean, it's a really good price. And the other...
Lisa's sales patter seems to be working and she makes her first sale of the day.
Great, thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm shocked and stunned. I'm actually made up. I'm actually, you know, really surprised, and I'm still a bit stunned that I've sold 4 photos, to be honest. You know, I never thought... I know it's a bit late to be selling photos at 36, but you've got to start somewhere. Thanks a lot, love. See ya. Ta-ra.
Glad we buried the hatchet and we come and done this, because I feel like everything I was sort of like trying to do has been rewarded. I'm proving to you, really, proving to yourself that...
Get off my arse and do something.
He has said, oh, thank you, you know, you've proven something to me, so that's just brilliant, lovely feeling.
It's the final evening in Northampton, and there's no talk of work at the dinner table.
I feel that, especially today and a bit of yesterday, that you're kind of interacting with us like you did when we were younger. And I think as we've grown up and the business has grown, we've kind of lost that.
We have a new rule when Mum gets back about after dinner and afterwards, no business. So that'll be about 7:30, 8 o'clock curfew, where we talk about other things rather than business. Nancy's instilled in us, if you like, that you can have fun and be business. And I think she's given us the fun in some ways. Reminded us what we were missing, I think.
Actually, I don't think it's any more than a reminder. You just sort of, maybe to a degree, forgot to spend time
lost
together.
track. We lost track. Yeah. I think we lost track. And our business is really pressurised, so that was our excuse, if you like, and I think that we've got to get back to being on track again.
It's the end of the swap and time for the wives to return to their own families.
I'm hoping that I'm leaving this house more motivated than when I came in, so I'm glad I did stick it out.
I'm not quite sure how long the changes might last in this house, but I really do think that Tony's quite resolute about having a cut-off period with work, and I think that is something they'll really take on board. Hi, gorgeous. How are you?
Before they go home, the wives have agreed to meet to discuss the experience.
Yeah, Nancy, I was really shocked when I first went into the house. I considered to be dirty. I can't put it any other politer way than that.
Well, where was it dirty? Where?
Everywhere.
No, that's absolutely
Everywhere.
just not true. I clean it every day. I think you live your life sort of very much, I don't know, for yourself almost. I think you've left a lot behind along the way, and I don't think you spend enough time with your family.
It's just the way I'm made. You know, I am just a very focused, driven person.
Yeah. Literally 24 hours a day, it's non-stop. God, do you know the first 3 days I got there, nobody spoke about anything other than the company. It's like the kids were like robots almost.
Would you agree with that?
The kids made it quite clear that they wanted to separate the business and the social life and home life. We said we were going to put down some agreement with everybody, and we will stop at dinner. So dinner times, business is scrapped. We don't talk about business. If you've got to go back to work, you've got to go back to work. Sometimes that happens. That's life. But at dinner, we stop talking about work and we talk about other things.
Just try and make a little bit more time for the kids.
But one of the things that I had a big issue with Vinnie was that Vinnie's got great potential to go further in his life.
Yeah, Lisa got basically me a kick up the arse, to be honest, you know what I mean? What I did, took some photographs and basically got sold yesterday, and I was really surprised. And like Lisa was...
I'm not. Oh, done. I'm not surprised at all.
Well, it's only because like Lisa knocked me to it, you know what I mean? It's given me, the impetus to go down and field a bit further.
The highlight of this was seeing Vinnie's face when he sold his first 2 photographs.
And I'm glad someone's come in and given him that, because you've managed to give him in, 8 days, what I couldn't give him in 7 years, and I thank you for that. I appreciate it.
So come on, I can't wait any longer. I'm really dying to know how you got on in my professional life.
I found it quite daunting at first, as you can imagine, and I absolutely surprised myself beyond all belief. So it has made me think about working towards a career, actually, that would make me happy. I shouldn't necessarily be made to feel guilty for having a little more ambition, and that I'm not selling out on my kids to want to go out and do a little more for myself. You're so oh, miss you. Love you.
So we'll get rid of that then, shall we? I have to say, I'm going to tell you something now though. I'm not going to go and do my emails till tomorrow. I want to catch up on you guys.
If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've got. Well, I'll carry on doing what I've always done then, because now look what I've got.
In the weeks since the swap, has anything changed for the Burke family?
I was surprised at how I didn't want to get back to work. I just wanted to spend a good couple of days with the family.
Lisa managed a couple of days away from work, but is now back at the helm of her company and has re-employed her right-hand man.
Since the swap ended, I've obviously gone back to work. I love doing it, so why stop?
But since she's been home, has Tony managed to get Lisa to leave work at the office?
We did discuss that I'd like a cut-off time where we stop talking about work, and we did try that for a couple of days, but it's very difficult because everything we do surrounds work. But I would like, and I still would like, to say 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, that's enough, then we'll stop work.
It maybe is something that we ought to discuss a little bit more.
Yeah, I think we should change it, and I think sometimes you've got to say, right, enough's enough. And you never do. You never stop thinking.
So I should try a little bit harder.
200 miles away in Liverpool, a little bit of Lisa has rubbed off on Vinnie, and he's continued to sell his photographs.
Since the swap, I've had, a couple of little commissions and jobs like weddings.
Yeah, I'm actually quite chuffed that my dad's selling the photos because he'll be getting more money in for the family so we can go on like bigger days out and stuff.
I don't think I'm ever going to be, the biggest, highest flyer in the world, but my main focus is on, Nancy and the kids.
And Nancy's embraced her newfound ambition.
I have enrolled on a counselling course with a view to going on to do a diploma in counselling, so I'm looking forward to that and I'm enjoying it, it's good. I think I was afraid of my kids feeling like they were missing out, but it falls within school hours and they get the best of both worlds.
What Sam's going to offer us and done something, because she needs to contribute. No, she can't be staying at home all day. You've had it so easy for so long.